Halloween night? That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's already been quite an eventful evening. Some creep slipped a videotape into Timmy's candy bag while we were trick-or-treating.
A videotape?
You should see what's on it.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm turning it off. It's too violent for the two of you.
Do you think that clown was real?
No, it's just make-believe. Demons, witches, monsters, that doesn't exist.
Please! The killer's out here! He's following me!
Who's following you?
He's a man. He's in a clown costume.
You got him on?
Welcome everybody to the Cast from the Coast. My name is Adam Miles and I'm joined as always by Tim Johnson and Josh Lambert. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Oh, not too bad.
Excellent. It's been a little bit since we recorded an episode, but we're getting back into the swing of things here after some technical difficulties, and we are going to dive right into the Halloween season with a movie that we haven't done on this show yet. Probably for good reason, but we'll get into that when
It's a travesty we haven't done this amazing film, honestly.
Oh, it's a travesty.
Travesty.
It's totally
Injustice.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. You're really milking it now, Josh. Jeez, buddy. All right. So today, everybody, we are going to discuss the independent anthology horror film known as All Hallows Eve. Who wants to give the synopsis? Tim, why don't you
He's
do
pretty
that?
eager, right? I mean,
I like doing them.
Yeah.
Little info blurb about this wonderful movie. Okay, so All Hallows Eve, 2013 anthology movie. The basic synopsis is, while watching two children on Halloween night, a babysitter finds an old VHS tape in one of the kids' trick-or-treat bags. The tape features 3 tales of terror, all linked together by a murderous clown. As the night goes on, strange things begin to occur in the house, and it isn't long before the babysitter learns a horrifying truth. The clown is slowly working its way into her reality. All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve. Very good.
yep.
Okay. I think that just about covers it.
All right,
That
guys.
is
Well,
what
it's
happens in
fun.
this
Have a good night.
that was the episode, everybody, apparently. Okay, so let's talk it from the beginning here for a moment. So, it's an anthology film. So, when it comes to story, we technically have 4 stories, because we got the wraparound and the 3 segments.
The reach around.
Wow, this podcast just went right off the rails.
All right, that's fine. Sorry.
Okay, so yes, the wraparound segment and the 3 tales as they were. So let's talk about the tales first, because the wraparound segment itself begins it but also ends it, so it kind of has that little closure situation with the story. So let's talk about the 3 tales there for a minute. So story-wise, okay, first tale has to do with a woman at a train station, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Who gets kidnapped by Art the Clown And that is his name, everybody, as you obviously know, probably having seen Terrifier, but he's a little bit more famous for being in. Kidnapped and knocked out by Art the Clown, and she appears chained up in an underground area / facility, and is tormented by some humanoid creatures.
I wrote down demon mole people.
Demon
What the fuck?
mole people, what the fuck?
That's I took notes on this film because it was a doozy. So
It was a doozy of a film.
It was a doozy of a film. Okay, so Josh,
yeah,
talk a little bit
demon
about
mole people.
Demon mole people. Let's just talk, put your feelings out about the story.
So
Let's
demon
talk
mole
about your
people.
feelings.
I actually really like the start of the story with Art fucking with her with like the little bicycle horn and like that part was good.
Yeah.
And then there was demon mole people that were fucked. But there was one that had like smiley face and that was cool as a fuck. That was
Okay.
good. That was some good effects. Yeah, that first segment didn't really have much that I took notes on. Smiley guy was cool as fuck, and the clown guy's eyes lit up. I guess that was supposed to be a reference to the deadlights from It, I think.
Could have been.
I think so. And then otherwise, it was just like a ritual sacrifice. It was kind of weird.
Was she sacrificed or was she like gang raped?
Is that... Okay.
Yeah, I think it fell into the virginal sacrifice gang rape scenario because
Yeah.
didn't she like become? No, it was another one that was like pregnant or something like this as well.
Yeah, and they
And
like sliced her
the
open.
baby out of her and shit like this. Okay, so you're right. There isn't really much to talk about in that first segment because really it was pretty fucking bland, to be honest.
Yeah.
The story is, as you stated, woman gets harassed by Art the Clown, gets knocked out, wakes up, human demon mole people, what the fuck? And but there's like 2 or 3 other characters that are chained up in this location with her, and they're like talking about the fact that these people are torturing them and other people have been there and come and gone, and but there's nothing really here. Tim.
No.
I agree with Josh. The beginning was pretty cool at the bus station or train station, whatever it was, and how Art was kind of fucking with her. But yeah, once she got in the subway tunnels or whatever, it just got really dumb. The acting took a nosedive, and like it just what's this have to do with fucking Halloween?
Yeah.
Like honestly, like it just like at least the other stories in this anthology have. Go
It
ahead.
did take place on Halloween.
It-
Because
it?
remember the other girl came into the train
Oh
station
yeah,
and
right.
was
She
all
came in
dressed
at the
up.
start. Yeah, do you gonna
Yeah.
smoke? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to mention the BDSM crew because didn't she have like a leashed man?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then like the ritual sacrifice rape thing, like it didn't seem original. I mean, didn't that happen almost exactly in Rosemary's Baby? Like, wasn't it almost the exact same thing?
Here's
it was
the
more
problem.
of like a dream sequence when it happened to her in Rosemary's Baby, wasn't it? It was
I guess, but I just remember
Bill.
like all the people around the
It was
bed, and
definitely
then
inspired by it.
yeah.
Yeah. This is the problem with this anthology. Each of the stories were separate films that they turned into an anthology. So there's no connectivity and there's no like legitimate story, I don't think.
no, but I mean there is because Art's in all 3 of them.
Right. And Art, as soon as Art leaves the screen, you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah,
Art is the only thing that brings this fucking movie together.
yeah.
And like to be honest with that, I mean they were let's not forget the director made 3 separate short films that, you know, at different times, different budgets, different everything, and then decided to make a wraparound segment and post them out and release the movie.
Yeah.
I'll give him a little bit of props. He made money, and people are
Well,
talking about it, and
We were just talking, his budget was $20.
and
so...
idiots like us watch the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, can't really, you know,
We are idiots, aren't we?
I mean, I wish, you know, I'll put something out and hopefully people will watch it too, but, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, we're some of the idiots.
I've watched worse.
I have watched
Have you though?
worse.
Have you
I
though?
have. I have.
Yeah, I guess.
I've watched worse. There was not very much entertainment in this one. Okay, so fucking BDSM girl, Art the Clown introduced, fucking demon mole people, what the fuck, and baby being carved out of woman's stomach. Not a great segment by any means. But now we're going to talk about Tim's favorite segment for a minute.
What?
This is Tim's favorite segment, the second one. The second one...
Did we watch films in different order?
What do you mean?
Okay, no, go on. I want to know.
Come on, I'm curious too.
Yeah. Go on, Tim.
Was the second segment not the one with the alien?
Yeah, it was.
Oh God.
It was totally Tim's favorite.
My favorite?
Totally Tim's favorite.
Are you kidding?
All right,
It was
now I'm just
the
starting
worst.
shit. Now I'm just starting
Okay.
shit.
Was this really your favorite, Tim?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
We had a long conversation after watching this movie having to do with the whole dancing alien fucking thing that
Okay.
was going on scene here. Tim was just like, "What the fuck did I?"
Because there were a couple times I forgot this film was an anthology when I was watching it, and I was trying to connect this story, and I'm like, what? Where? What?
People
That's
have
her
phones.
baby all grown up.
Exactly.
Now it's an alien.
That's an alien. Okay, so second segment. Woman is
Alright.
home alone on Halloween. Power goes out.
She
Son-
was watching Night of the Living Dead,
She
though.
was watching Night of the
so I
Living
gave
Dead.
it
Props to
plus
that.
1 point for that.
Okay, but then again, Night of the Living Dead's in the public domain, so it wouldn't have been difficult to it's not like they had to budget or pay for it or anything
No.
else. So,
But it is good.
yeah, okay. Whatever you fucking say at this point, man.
I mean, you got to give props for this movie where we can.
She could have been watching one of the director's other fucking films, and then we wouldn't have
Right.
given her a point. So there you go. All right, give it a props. So the power goes out. She hears some weird shit, and all of a sudden there's a fucking alien in the house, and this alien does interpretive dance all over the fucking place.
Sure does.
It is the weirdest fucking alien situation I've almost ever
Interpretive
seen.
dance.
Yeah. I almost pictured, do you guys remember the old Saturday Night Live skit, Lunch Lady Land, with Chris Farley dancing around as the lunch lady? That's what I picture this fucking alien as, the lunch lady. You know what I mean? It's just, oh, okay, whatever.
I actually don't remember this previous. I don't remember this because like this was the point of the the movie where I pick up my phone and just start. Do you know what I mean? So I would look
You
up
probably
every once.
blocked it out of your memory.
Yeah. The thing, nothing about this is good, except the Night of the Living Dead little reference, that she's watching it, and the shoehorned painting of art.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the painting was dope. Like, the painting was great, even though I don't think it was
It was
actual
a
painting.
picture that was printed on canvas. That's where the
Yeah.
$20 budget went. Right there.
But,
So, did the box cutter get used? I don't even remember. I wrote down box cutter is definitely going to get used. They did like the whole like Hemingway's quote of if you describe the shotgun on the wall, you better fucking use it. And they did all these scenes where they like showed the box cutter, and I wrote down I was like, this definitely is going to get used to kill someone, but I don't even think it did.
I might have been looking
she
at my
had the
phone.
box cutter, but I don't recall her actually fucking using it.
Bad story writing.
yeah, I just remember all of a sudden the alien was in the bathroom.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
watching.
and then
I was like I was like, okay, this is going to be a home invader. There's the box cutter. They spent all this time like doing all these close-ups. They show the box being open and everything, and show the box cutter getting placed down. It's like, okay, yeah, this is definitely going to get like the home invader is going to get shanked with this box cutter or something. And then it's like, oh no, just aliens doing dance.
And
Okay.
of course,
Well, it's almost like either the director or the person that was playing the alien thought, "Hey, I can't move around the house like a human. I'm gonna dance."
well, I gotta dance. I'm a
It's in
peacock.
my heart.
You gotta let
It's in
me
my heart. I
fly.
gotta dance. I gotta let it out.
Maybe the planet they're on doesn't have oxygen, and it's just so thick they have to wade through it like we wade through water,
Or maybe on that planet they love to dance.
right?
Or
Yeah.
maybe that's literally how they communicate.
Barry Manilow just has, that's what their atmosphere is,
That
made
is
of
how
Barry
they
Manilow.
communicate. So, okay. Okay, so
segment 2 was garbage.
segment
okay.
2 is fucking garbage. That's you're 0 for 2 at this point. All Hallows Eve. Fuck, dude.
Greetings from Tromaville. I'm Lloyd Kaufman, president of Troma Entertainment and creator of The Toxic Avenger. You know, folks, when we're not making those great movies like Tromeo and Juliet and Return to Nukamai, aka Volume 2, the Troma team and I like to kick back and listen to They Cast from the Coast. They Cast from the Coast is really the best entertainment, the best education, and the best emotional liberation that Lloyd Kaufman can possibly experience. Thank you.
Okay, segment 3. So this is where things got a little interesting. So segment 3 was actually a recut of a prior short film, as we've discussed, by the director, which the short film itself was actually called Terrifier, which they then went and did the movie called Terrifier, more, in depth with the whole thing with Art the Clown. So the third one is the original tale of Art the Clown. So there's where Art the Clown comes into in this one. He's the main fucking focus on it. So
Yep.
I got to give some propage to this. So it's a very grindhouse feeling. It's the whole shoddy, shitty, put on film, grainy effect movie, like a lot of things have been coming out lately. And it all has to do with a woman who basically needs gas and gets lost or some shit, and she ends up at a gas station, and she meets Art the Clown, who has just finished wiping shit all over the fucking bathroom
Fucking
walls.
love it. That is my fucking favorite.
It was actually the best part of the movie.
Love it.
Watching the gas station attendant get pissed off at
Fucking
Art
love it.
because Art's got shit all over his hands and he's been wiping it all over the walls. Like,
I even wrote down, is Art a shit bandit? Because at first they're like very discreet about it. He just comes out with like shit all over his hands.
shit
bandit.
Fucking love it.
Wow. Yeah. And so then,
then you get the reaction of the owner going in.
I'm laughing at John.
I'm a simple man.
a simple man with a simple pleasure for laughing at shit bandits. Oh man,
Art of shit bandits.
Oh fuck! It made it. It made the film for me. It made the first 2 segments worth it.
Yeah. So Art becomes fixated with this woman after the shit bandit scenario, and kills the gas station attendant and goes after her, and basically we get a glimpse of the weirdness of Art because he's like, she's driving up the road and he appears like a mile up the road with a sign, and like he just keeps reappearing, and he's like,
again, that's the gag straight out of it, though, right?
Yeah.
When Richie's driving by and you see Pennywise waving with the clown, right? With the balloon. Yeah.
So he's a supernatural force, apparently, of some kind. One of the most confusing things that happened in this segment was when he's after her, and Tim had pointed this out too when I was talking with him.
So dumb.
Was she locks herself in that fucking shed, or whatever it was, and all of a sudden the earth starts to move, and it's like he tunneled himself like fucking Bugs Bunny underneath the fucking thing to crawl back out. And Tim's
fucking
like, what the fuck?
Excellent.
What do you mean excellent, Josh?
Loved it. He fucking like crawled up on the ground. It was great.
He fucking Bugs Bunny'd the situation.
It was, he Bugs Bunny. It was dumb. It was fucking dumb. Oh my god. Well, okay, so she gets away from Art.
Yeah.
And then she finds this barn or shed or whatever the fuck it is, and she locks the doors and she falls
she's held
asleep.
up in there.
She's all cuddled up against the wall. Yeah. She falls asleep, and then she wakes up and fucking there's Art. Bugs Bunny'd it. He fucking
crawling up out of the ground. He's got that
like,
fucking
why didn't
smile.
He fucking smash it was the shed.
You know, he's also like apparently magic. Like he keeps appearing like a mile up the road. Why doesn't he just like fucking phase into the shed or some shit? It's not
Well,
like
he can't do
it's
that.
not like he Bugs Bunnied up the fucking road to meet her later.
Well, yeah, he probably is fucking supernatural because she gets away, she gets in the car, she's driving, and then isn't he just in the fucking car? Like, how does that even happen?
But yet he had to crawl in the dirt.
He had to
underneath
crawl
wall of
through the
shed.
dirt.
Yeah, he likes to fuck with them. That's his whole shtick.
He likes to fuck with the viewer too, apparently, because it's like not making.
He's a mime,
Yes, the scariest kind of clown there is, the mime.
right? I also wrote down chopped off Buddy's hand and face. Fucking savage.
Now, okay, I will admit the face cut was actually probably the best scene. It was okay. Like it looked decent. It was a quick shot, and it was, pancake off the front of the face, and away you go.
Yep.
It was okay. I really don't have anything else to say about segment 3. What the fuck?
I wrote gun was really unexpected. I don't even remember.
And I don't even
Did
know
Art
what the
pull
fuck
a gun?
you were. I don't even know what the fuck you
Did Art pull a gun, or did someone pull a gun on Art? I don't
It
remember.
could. I don't think it matters. I think it.
There was a gun.
There was a
gun.
box cutter at one point too, like
Yeah.
in the other segment. What the fuck? Okay, so let's declare that one talked about. For
I do have to say though, out of the 3, that was probably the best one. The third one,
Oh, definitely.
100%. It was
Without a
the best
doubt.
one.
but it was only good because it made somewhat sense. There was a beginning, middle,
I
end.
could follow it.
Yeah, you could follow it.
The expectations were so low by the third segment.
Yeah, but the thing that I could have did without was the degraded fucking filters that he bought online to fucking slap on his movie to make it look more grindhousey. Because it wasn't even like good filters. Like,
No, it
They
didn't.
were
It didn't
bad.
mix well. No.
It was a $20 budget, man. Cut him some slack.
No, the whole thing was a $20 budget. This was a prior-made short film. He doesn't declare what the budget of his prior-made short films cost. That's
Still,
the problem.
I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you. Not very much.
All right, good call, Josh. Good call. Okay, so let's fuck off about art for a minute here, and let's talk about the wraparound segment.
Gotcha. The reach around.
The reach around. So, shit. So the wraparound segment all has to
no,
do with
no, I don't recognize that.
the reach around segment all has to do with okay, all has to do with like the synopsis originally said that Tim had given was that girl looking after the 2 kids. They come back, they're looking through their candy, they find a VHS tape. Kind of weird because who the fuck has VHS nowadays, really?
I actually really like that.
Okay.
Like that as a story plot. I really like that.
I think it would have been better, like more modern, if it was like a USB drive or some shit.
Yeah,
There's
or a
just
DVD
random
or whatever.
files on it or
Yeah, they
something.
even had like a VCR. Like what? It was a pretty high-end house, man.
Yeah. Pretty high.
Just saying. It was a nice house. They ain't got no VHS.
Well, you can only watch interpretive dancing aliens on VHS, apparently.
Yeah.
And so they watch the segment. So they watch like the first segment or something like this, and the kids are getting nervous, and they watch the second segment, and then the kids go to bed, and then she watches the third segment alone because she's intrigued as to how the fuck this is going to finish, apparently, hoping that it gets better, maybe.
Yeah. Just like us.
That's just like us.
Just like us. And then the very end of the VHS tape is like Art kind of coming at the camera, and like he sees her
Breaking the fourth wall.
and breaking the fourth wall, and then he starts banging on the TV, and the TV actually rocks, and she smashes the tape, and Art appears in the house.
Yep.
She goes up the stairs to see the kids, and shocker, surprise everybody, what does Art do?
He killed the kids.
Killed the kids. So, the call's coming from inside the house type of fucking situation, I guess.
We just talk about how horrible the acting was.
Oh, it was terrible.
Like, some of the worst acting I've ever seen in a horror film, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. I give no props to the actors at all in this movie.
Not
So,
even the kid actors. I don't even...
No.
You're bad.
But you know
hope you don't
what?
get any more work.
Art was fantastic.
Art was great.
But Art also
Art
didn't
was
have any
fantastic.
lines.
You don't need him.
Yeah, he didn't. He's such a gifted actor. He
Right?
doesn't need to speak.
I agree.
So, what's even funnier too is that they also proved that you don't need much of an actor to play Art because it's a different guy who plays him in the movie Terrifier.
Is it?
Yeah, it's an entirely different actor.
Yeah, but they both did a good job. The guy in Terrifier was a legitimate mime. He had
Oh,
all
was
this
he really?
mime back. Yeah.
Oh, didn't even know that shit. Okay. Trivia time, but Josh. There you
No.
go. No. Got very defensive there for a second, Tim. Sorry.
Sorry, I got carried away.
Nice. Okay, so story, not very good. Effects,
No.
the $20 shows. Acting, shitballs. There's nothing else to it, guys. This movie was a total disappointment. So let's have some. I just want to. You know what? Let's wrap this the fuck up. Josh, final thoughts, and then you're gonna rate the movie on
Okay.
our scale.
Okay. So, wraparound, starting premise, really liked it. Like the idea of like the VHS tape in the bag or like a USB would be the modern day. Why they didn't fucking do that, I don't know. Creepy as fuck. You see this all the time on YouTube, like people buying boxes off the dark web, and it's like a USB with like creepy videos and shit.
Yeah.
So that kind of rings true. Mole people, what the fuck? Don't really even know. Alien people, even more, what the fuck? I don't even really know. Wasted storylines, box cutters, and stupid paintings, dumb. Art the Clown held the movie together. If he wasn't there, the whole thing would be a fucking wash. Complete and utter garbage. Loved that he was a shit bandit. And his fucking mimery, loved it. The ending credits ended with like a fake out where he like comes out of the TV and like fakes out as
It
if
like
you're
redid the whole
watching
end
film.
of the VHS video thing.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. I really like this film because it's great. No, it's great because instead of watching one shit movie, you get to watch 4 shit movies at once. It's fucking amazing.
It's a whole bunch of shit in there. The movie is a shit
Right?
bandit on its
Complete and utter garbage. And that is why I'm going to amend the G rating to G for garbage.
Now, is this like a full change? Like every episode now, G means
I
garbage.
don't know, but I know this
You know
film
what?
definitely deserves a
own.
garbage rating.
In honor of All Hallows Eve, from this moment forward, G stands for garbage.
Garbage.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
G for garbage. Tim,
I don't think it deserves the worst grade possible, but it is garbage.
that's your fucking opinion, buddy. Tim, final thoughts and rate the movie, please.
Oh my dear Lord. Okay, so I can get behind a amateur filmmaker putting together, a bunch of his films to make a feature-length movie. Totally dig that. Like you said earlier, Adam, like power to him, right?
Okay.
Awesome. But he shouldn't have forced it. If he wanted to do an anthology, he should have reshot everything, right? I get maybe trying to save money and all this kind of stuff, but you know what, man? Like, I'll never get that time back. Like, I will never get that time back.
It reminds me of that
And-
quote from Billy
you
Madison,
owe me.
where it's like, not only are you wrong, everyone in this room is
Now
less
dumber
intelligent
for
for listening
Dumber.
to you.
Like there was... You watch things to be entertained, right? And I
Yeah.
was not even remotely entertained. I was annoyed, right? I was annoyed, and like I want my time back. Like it does. Look, like I'm not trying to shit on it just to shit on it. It literally was a horrible movie. All the acting was horrible in every story. The special effects were mediocre. I mean, I do appreciate that they were practical effects. He does get some points for that. But, like, I don't know, man. What the fuck was he thinking?
That is the question we will all be asking ourselves
Like,
for a very long
what,
time.
it's so bad. It's not even, like, so bad it's good. It's so bad. It is so bad. And, like, I love cheesy, shitty movies, right? Like, I some of my favorite movies suck, right? But this was just like god awful. It wasn't entertaining. It wasn't. There was nothing about it. There was nothing. It was. I give it an S. I rated S for shit.
Tim comes through with a rated S for shit. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. Final thoughts from me. I wish I could agree with Josh. The only thing I will agree with Josh about is that art was the best thing about the movie, and the fact that he was a shit bandit sticks in my head.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was the
Shit
only
bandit.
redeemable. Okay, the only redeemable thing about this movie was a joke about shit. If that really says anything about this movie, I don't know. So, do I recommend this movie? Fuck no. Move on to something else. Do something better with your time. The only thing I recommend that you do with this movie is just understand that this is where art came from, and maybe go watch Terrifier or something, but stick the fuck away from this movie because it's nothing like what you're going to watch otherwise. I'm going to have to agree with Tim. Overall, this movie was a waste of fucking time. I'll never get the hour and whatever back. This movie.
I don't even think it was an hour. Like, wasn't it just like an hour?
It was like an hour, 10 minutes or some shit.
An hour too long.
Yeah, an hour. It was like an hour too long. It should have just been art wiping shit on the walls and smiling
It could have been
stupidly.
5 minutes of art coming out of the fucking gas station, and it would have got 10,000 thumbs up and likes.
And in my opinion, that's why they call him art, because he makes art with shit on the walls.
I never thought of that.
He's the shit
That's
artist,
clever.
not just the bandit. So I give this movie a rated S for shit.
There was some shit.
Due to the shit bandit and everything else. All right, gentlemen, we're gonna wrap this one up. This really sucked. So we're just gonna wrap this one up. Until next time, everybody. Tim,
Stay spooky, everybody.
Josh.
Keep an eye out for shit bandits.
Have a good night, everybody. See you next time.
Good night.